We've talked about exponents, and we have talked about exponents on a power of 10, especially when we talk about scientific notation. So we're going to just hone in on talking about powers of 10 with exponents today. If you have a power of 10 like this one, that's a positive exponent, and as we talked about before, an exponent just tells you how many times to write down the base number and to multiply it together. We know that this is going to be a big value number because that exponent is positive. When we write this into standard notation, this becomes 1,000 because it has 3 zeros, because it was 3 times, 10 multiplied 3 times. This could be written, if you needed to write it as a fraction, this could be written as 10 over 1 times 10 over 1 times 10 over 1, which would give you 1,000 over 1, which is still just 1,000. There are different ways that different people talk about it. All of these exponents are positive. All the factors are 10 or 10 over 1. And the standard form for each will be a whole number, a big whole number. Notice some characteristics. This whole number is going to start with a 1 and just have zeros after it. But if we have a power of 10 that has a negative exponent, the first thing that we need to remember that this is going to be a small value number. This is going to be small value. Negative exponents make small values. Instead of being 10 over 1, these factors are going to be 1 over 10. That's what the negative exponent does, is it makes you cross the line and change the sign. So you cross the line of the fraction bar, so 10 becomes 1/10, and you're going to do that 3 times. Now some people would even call this 1 over 10 to the third, which you can see kind of how that would work out too. This becomes 1 over 1 with 3 zeros. Now I'm going to actually now erase that 1 and going to put it in the very last place on top of that 0 and put a decimal above this, and as you can see I'm turning this fraction into a decimal. And that is how you would get it into standard form. For the big value numbers, the exponent tells you how many zeros there are. For the small value numbers, that exponent, 3, tells you how many decimal places there are. I hope this helps.